CJ Foods is ranked as first in the chilled and frozen food category. Our market share is more than 50%. But the ambient category is totally different. Considering there's the next 10 years, so we are looking for as a new category. It can be there's a various the business model. So we can directly invest in our factory and then the JV model and the M&A. So whatever, so it depends on the business situation.
Chào mừng trở lại với mùa 2 của TheInsight, nơi chúng ta lại tiếp tục trò chuyện cùng lãnh đạo các tập đoàn doanh nghiệp về cách họ thích nghi với biến chuyển mới trong môi trường kinh doanh và đầu tư. Tôi là Lan Anh và khách mời ngày hôm nay của chúng ta xin chào đón ông Roh Woong Ho, CEO của CJ Foods Việt Nam.
Hi, so my name is Roh Woong Ho, so CEO of CJ Foods Vit Nam. Yeah, it's very honored that the interview. It is the new season in this year. So I have worked for the 10 years in Vietnam. It is it's a good opportunity to introduce the business, our products to your audience.
Yeah, so good morning, Mr. Roh. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Good morning, Ms. Lan Anh.
Yeah.
So welcome to the Chia building.
Well, for some of our audience may not know much about the CJ Foods, but I believe that they have at least one time seeing or tasting the spring rolls from CJ Cầu Tre or the mandu, the kimchi from Vinigo.
Wow.
Yeah. At least we have me. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it.
Amazing. That's fantastic for our business. So Vietnam is experience in K-foods in Vietnam. It is amazing this opportunity to expand our business. It's my duty. So my mission is to expand our business. That's familiar with us Vietnamese consumers.
Yeah. But and I know that before coming to the CJ Foods Vietnam as a CEO, you have joined some other food companies and in several countries, right? So how do you personally evaluate the growth market of Vietnam, food market in Vietnam?
Yeah. So firstly, I would like to share the Vietnamese food market. So we are separated the two key channel. The first one is a modern trade channel. We call it the MT.
Yes.
So the other one is a GT. It's a general trade market. It's one of the Vietnamese traditional market.
Yeah.
So as you know, Vietnamese food market is largely dominated by ambient category, food category.
Yeah.
It's mainly focused on the GT market. It's almost 80% of the total food market. But recently, Vietnam's economy is developing, and the GDP is highly the rising, right? So the cold chain system, and then infrastructure is highly expanded. So it the leading to our frozen and chilled food category. That is the chance of to expand our chilled and frozen category, such as the spring roll and mandu and the kimchi and etc. So the consumer needs for the health and convenience is a rise. The busy lives, right? So I strongly believe that. So we are so many chance that the business opportunity and the market potential is bigger and bigger in the near future. Yeah.
And this potential will rely on the MT channel.
MT channel is currently only 20%, and of 20% contribution in the whole entire market, but then highly growing, and mainly in the hypermarket and the mini market as well. But 80% is possessed by the GT market. So that's why our mission is to penetrate the children the frozen food category such as mandu and spring roll into GT market. So, but there is no the cold chain system, the infrastructure. Cold chain means as a freezer and a refrigerator and the outlet. So that's why we are trying to investing our cold chain, the infrastructure, such as a freezer and a refrigerator in there's a GT market. There is the chance to lead as a processed food market in GT.
Yeah. And overall, the potential are there. And that's why I can see that many other players, they come to the market with many new brands and make very huge investment into this market. Right? So how do you assess your position in this market right now?
CJ Foods is ranked as first in the children frozen food category. It is mainly focused on the empty market. So reading that's the processed food market. And then our market share is more than 50%.
More than 50?
Yeah, 50%. It's a dominant player. But the ambient category is totally different. So we are investing creating a new category, such as the seaweed. Have you ever tried the seaweed?
Yeah.
Seaweed is one of our big bet.
Yes.
And then the others and the sauce. And then K-Street food.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
your very big campaign last year, right?
Right. Oh,
I don't remember the exact name of this.
We call it as bibigo food truck.
Yeah. Chuyến xe hàng
chuyến xe hàng rong.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, thank you for this remembering.
It's a very big campaign.
Wow.
Or maybe I'm be a fan of the
Wow, it's good. So, we try to, as Vietnamese consumers, experience K-Foods. While it's traveling around the entire country. And then we are, our goal is as penetrating K-Foods to the Vietnamese consumers, and then for across the country. That is my goal. And then bibigo awareness is highly enhanced. So with bibigo food truck campaign and the digital marketing, there's the SNS platform, they'll be more effective for our young generations of Vietnamese consumer. That'll be more efficient. So we are focusing on that digital marketing. And then bibigo food truck campaign. So we are continuous to invest in.
So your target consumer right now is the young generation from Vietnam? The younger generation? Or family?
It's both of them. But I also asking to Vietnamese consumers, what is the perception of the bibigo brand image? That's one question to you. How about the image of the bibigo brand?
I don't know how to say, but in my refrigerator at home, I always have the kimchi from you. It will be very convenient for me to cook many kind of food for my family. And also the mandu is the bibigo brand.
Right.
I usually use it for my breakfast.
Wow.
Just steam.
Steaming.
And then
it's very convenient.
It's very convenient.
So the reason why I asking you that is just very familiar with Vietnamese young generation consumers. They just cook and eat. It's very convenient. They're so busy, right? So you're also so very busy, right? So we cannot make the cook at home. We just use as a microwave and our air fryer and just steaming that. So it will be so very the useful and then so convenient the image, and so we are the young generation image for this Bibigo brand. Yeah, that's why. So we are focusing on this young generation Gen Z for as a digital marketing, and then so we also mainly the focus on this Vietnamese housewives. So from the 25 to the 40.
Me.
Oh, really? So it is so MT channel consumer. It is mainly the purchaser of the brand, and so that's why. So we are the focus on that also the generation these consumers. I would like to introduce the Bibigo food truck campaign.
Yeah.
You already comment that. So we make the concept, the chuyên xe Hàn Long. Yeah. So we just launched at the last August.
Yes.
So we just started from the Ho Chi Minh City to the Hanoi. So for the 3 months. It is very effective. And I was so amazing about that. So Vietnamese consumers the feedback. So this is a goal is as how can we penetrate as K-Foods with as a Bibigo brand. So we are mainly focused on the modern trade market. Most of the Vietnamese know there's a Bibigo brand in the key city, but the rural areas that they didn't know that. So what is a mandu?
Yes.
What is a tteokbokki? They don't know that. So that's why. So we try to introduce how can we introduce to the Vietnamese consumer the rural area as well. This is one of our consumer engagement activities. Yeah.
And maybe we'll see some more chuyên xe Hàn Long campaign in the future in this year in the rural areas.
We are planning to the upgrade version, so version 2 of the Bibigo food truck, because we have there's a key lesson learned through as a Bibigo food truck campaign, the first in the last year. So one of the key lesson learned is that how can we enter to this GT market? You know, you have seen the fruit truck? Is it?
Yes.
Sorry. This is the biggest truck, so more than 1 ton. How can we enter to this narrow
the market?
Street, right? Into the market, right? So that's why. So we are praying to the scale down version. Scale down. There's a fruit truck, so less than the 1 ton truck, and so one of that's a food cart. You know, it's a food cart in on the street, right? Yeah, so we made it. It's one of our strategy. Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I think that one big advantage for you is the similarities in the culture of Vietnam and Korea, and especially from the influx of Korean culture into Vietnam via like a K-pop or K-drama. But of course, to be enter this new market 10 years ago, I see that you still have to start with the Vietnamese big food companies first, right?
Right.
Yeah, I remember one big M&A deal is that CJ Foods acquired the Cầu Tre.
Right.
But at that time, it posed a persistent losses over the years. So, how is the business result of the CJ Cầu Tre after 10 years being under the house of CJ Foods?
Yeah. Okay, it's a good question. So we just started in our business in 2015.
Yeah.
15. So 9 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So at that time, the CJ was able to acquire some of the big companies. As you already commented, as Cầu Tre. So one is as biggest the frozen food category as a company. So our purpose is that in order to expand as rapidly the frozen and chilled category, food category in the market. So also that's securing as the Vietnamese famous local brand, the Cầu Tre. So you might know that Cầu Tre brand is more than 80% awareness in the Vietnamese nationwide. So it is a good success for us. And then so we try to be familiar with as Vietnamese consumers. That is our strength for this expanding our business. And then for so Cầu Tre brand is loved by the Vietnamese consumers for 40 years. 40 years.
It's very big foundation.
Right. So I'm proud of the Cầu Tre brand, and then we try to nurture the Cầu Tre brand for the Vietnamese consumer to innovate the various kinds of the products. So not only the core products, the spring roll, but also some various kinds of Vietnamese as a food. We call it as HMR. HMR is a home meal replacement. Yes. This is some more the potential, the big potential for this expanding. That's our business. And then let me introduce the mid to long-term strategy. And then considering there's the next 10 years. So we are looking for as a new category, and then continuously discovering and creating the new category. And
so Jess, can you review a little bit about these new categories?
New category. So I mentioned earlier that this interview. So Vietnamese food market is largely dominated by ambient category and the focus on the GT market, right? So that's why. So I try to do that. Looking for this ambient category in the mainly focus on GT market. Yeah. So it serves and then as a volume driver in our the future growth. And then so it should be large scale of the market in Vietnam. There could be the big bet in the near future. The business approach is so flexible, but it will be some more effective and then more addressable to expand our business. But so it can be there's a various the business model. So we can directly invest in the factory and then the JV model and the M&A. So whatever. So it depends on the business situation.
But do you have any plan to bring other brands from the group in Korea into Vietnam?
So currently, as I mentioned earlier, CJ Foods has 2 core brands. So Bibigo and Cầu Tre. Yeah. Bibigo is, as you know, is number one Korean food brands. It's leading K foods. It's all over the world. So not only Vietnam, it's US, Japan, as the other country. And then so Cầu Tre is a heritage brand. It's a Vietnamese traditional food brand. So so we need to focus on the 2 core brands. That's nurturing, that's investing. That's our 2 core brands, Bibigo and Cầu Tre. And then so for the new category, it depends on the business. Because for example, so if we acquire the new company as a strong brand.
But during this conversation with you, I still quite curious. How can a Korean food company become a dominant player in the Vietnamese food market? What is your tip Or
Tip?
can you reveal a little bit?
Oh, this is a critical secret. So I cannot say that.
Okay.
So one of the secrets I tell you today. So CJ, so always try to pursuing that. So only one split. Only one means the first, different, the best. This is a core value of only one spirit. This is not only Vietnam, it's also the whole country.
Yeah.
And that's CJ's management philosophy. So only one spirit make us our business and the biggest success. Not only Vietnam. So for example, so mandu. It's 8 years ago. I just launching in the Vietnam market. At that time, nobody knows it's mandu,
Yes.
right? What is mandu? So that's why we introduce Vietnam consumers. This is 반셉 kiểu Hàn Quốc. It is must be familiar with as Vietnam consumer, right? And then we try to innovate the various kinds of the products, the new products. So one of them is as steam mandu. We call it morning mandu. We just propose to the Vietnam consumer is as the new occasion. It's as you already told introduced to me, and then Vietnam consumer saying that so morning mandu. So I had so busy time, so I just convenient to cook every morning. And there will be some more the chance for that's our new category. Yeah. This is our the best performance, and that's one of the good the practice for our business.
Yeah. And besides, I remember in an interview last year, Mr. Chang Bok Sang, the president of CJ Vietnam, he said that CJ is no longer a foreign company, but a domestic enterprise. Yeah. So how is it demonstrated in CJ Foods Vietnam?
So
especially
question.
About the raw material sources.
Right. So CJ Foods also making an effort to become a Vietnamese local company, local enterprise. So as Mr. Chang Bok Sang introduced to you before, and then one of the goals is that our company name and our brand name, the BBgo and Cầu Tre, it says more and more that's familiar with us Vietnamese consumers. So we have to invest to the red pepper, the powder. So with this processing plant, there's a red pepper. So the harvested by the cooperative in Ninh Thuan, the province. Yes. So at the same time, we have commercialized the B2C, the products. So we just launching into the local Vietnamese market, as a good market. Yeah, it will be the CSV project. The creating the share value, the project. It will be some more that's good and the cooperation, the project, between the local Vietnamese and then the Korean company. This is one of our efforts to become a Vietnamese local enterprise, not foreign company.
But is that enough for you to source all raw materials in Vietnam, within Vietnam, or you still have to import the raw materials?
For agricultural raw material, so we try to invest, cooperate with us farmers in Vietnam. So for example, we already invest as the BBgo farm in the Lam Dong province. So we are worked very, very closely with the farmers that they harvest and the radish and the cabbage and the onions, etc. So for making the kimchi products.
Right in the Lomdong.
Yeah, Lomdong province. So we call it as a bibigo farm. Yeah. The purpose is that so we create this business model in the cooperation with the Vietnamese farmers to invest in the business, and then there's a benefit for this the Vietnamese farmers. And then so one of them is that we secure that the food safety and then hygiene the products to the Vietnamese consumers. That is one of the purpose as to invest the farm and then with the source the raw material from the Vietnamese farmer.
Yeah, that sounds a big investment, right? Can you reveal like how much investment you have in Vietnam? Vietnam?
So most of the agricultural raw material is mainly from Vietnam. Yeah, in the Lomdong province. Yeah, it's because there's a weather condition.
Yeah.
So so the bibigo kimchi is mainly the use in the Lomdong province as the cabbage.
Yeah. So now I can see that you have the whole ecosystem in Vietnam from sourcing, working with the farmers, and then production, manufacturing, and then export too.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So how much proportion that the export account for CJ Foods Vietnam?
Yeah. So regarding this processed food business, so exporting businesses contribute 30% of our whole revenue in the food business. So we are focusing on this not only the domestic market, the domestic the business, but also so we are actively investing into the exporting business in the key countries. So for example, we just launching the spring roll in Costco. Costco. Costco is just the biggest club channel in U.S. market.
Yeah.
And then we just launching in the last January. Only 2 months, but it is the highest record. Yeah, it is a wonderful feedback, amazing feedback from the U.S. consumers. And then, so we also launched and then mandu in the Korean market. So we call it as a whole shrimp mandu. It has a whole shrimp inside that mandu. Yeah. It is one of the new innovation, but we just launched it last December, so only 3 months. It has been this explosive response from the Korean consumers. The CJ is number one food company in Korea.
Yeah.
So we just utilize the CJ sales network, CJ sales pipeline. Yeah. This is the biggest potential for the CJ Foods Vietnam.
But on the other side, as the dominant player in this market, do you have any challenge? What is your big challenge in Vietnam?
Big challenge from rice?
From
my boss or from the CJ headquarters?
Yes.
Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, so children frozen food market. So we are the dominant player. But the ambient food category is we just as the beginning stage. This is biggest challenge from the CJ headquarters.
Yeah.
So that's why our vision is to be a top 3 market leading company by category expansion and then exporting the capability. Yeah. So in order to achieve our vision and mission, so I'm planning to invest not only the production but also our top talents. Top talents has to execute on our strategy in the field, the sales field, in the marketing field, so any function.
Yeah. So we have been talking too much about the CJ food, but how about you? Yes, because during this conversation, I can see that you're quite good at Vietnamese, right?
No.
You have
it's
spent
too difficult to speak in Vietnamese.
But you have spent nearly 10 years in Vietnam, right?
Yeah, nearly 10 years.
Do you have any Vietnamese word that you very confidently to say?
How can I say that in Vietnamese? So 10 years ago, so I studied Vietnam. So every morning, with us, so wonderful, so Vietnamese as the teacher. So I forgot everything, but some events, the year-end party and some the town hall meetings with our employee, I try to introduce my name and then some words in Vietnamese. So, tên của tôi là Roh Woong Ho. Woong Ho is tiếng Việt là the support.
Yes.
So, tên của tôi là Woong Ho. Tôi luôn luôn ủng hộ. Giám viên của the CJ Foods. Yeah. This is the simple.
Quite good. But as the CEO of a leading food company in Vietnam, do you have any Vietnamese food that you like besides spring roll?
Besides spring roll. Actually, I really love the Vietnamese local food. So when every weekend, so I just enjoy this street food. Yeah. So banh mi and then bánh canh.
Bánh canh.
Yeah. Bánh canh.
Yeah.
Bánh canh seafood is one of my favorite food, and then the bánh khọt. Bánh khọt from Vũng Tàu. Yeah, bánh khọt Vũng Tàu. The bánh xèo, so many kinds of Vietnamese local food. I love it.
Yeah. So I wish you have much health and success, and also spend much time to enjoy all of our Vietnamese food there in the future.
Yeah.
So actually our podcast is coming to an end. Yeah. So do you have anything else to say with our audience?
I recommend that if every time that you go to the market, in the MT and GT as well, you can find out the Bibigo brand, the Gaozi brands, the various kinds of the processed foods. It makes you the convenient cooking, the easy cooking, and then it's various it's the benefit of the best quality and the good taste. I guarantee.
Like a KOL for in a marketing campaign from CJ Foods.
I have to do. This is one of my mission.
So thank you so much. Yeah, we have a very lovely conversation today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you.
Yeah.